Hi everyone, welcome to PrepFusion. So ISRO Scientist Recruitment 2025. So 2 or 3 days back this notification came. So we are going to talk about that. So everything whatever that I have written here, eligibility criteria, selection procedure, paper pattern, previous year cutoff, syllabus, previous year papers, possible date of examination and preparation strategy. So all these points we are going to discuss in this particular video only. So let's get started. So you need to have a degree in EC, ETC or related branch. So for them, for EC guys, there are 113 vacancies, 113 vacancies are there, and you need to have a CGPA of 6.84. And if there is percentage grading, so you need to have 65 percentage. Okay, 6.84 CGPA or 65 percentage you need to have, and vacancies are 113. Right? What is the fees? So fees will be, registration fees will be 750 rupees. But if you appear in the examination, then your 500 rupees will be refunded. So effectively the fees will be 250 only. If you appear in the examination, if you don't appear, then your 750 will be wasted. Okay. So if you appear, then your fees will be refunded. They do it for the sake of student appearing the examination. Like if you just fill the form and you don't appear, then there is no meaning of that, right? So that's why they make sure that you appear for the examination. So fees they will be taking 750, but actually they will be refunding 500 rupees. And for SC, ST, PWD and ex servicemen, for these guys, complete amount will be refunded. Okay, complete 750 will be refunded. Selection procedure. So there will be a written test and then there will be interview. So in the written test there will be 100 marks and you will be getting 2 hours. Total questions will be 80 plus 15. 95 questions will be there. Technical part will be having 80 questions. Aptitude part will be having 15 questions. Okay. Total 95 questions, 100 marks. 80 question will be of 80 marks only. That means for correct you will be getting +1 and for wrong you will be getting -1/3. But in aptitude there is no negative marking. Here 15 questions are of 20 marks. In aptitude 15 questions are of 20 marks. That means 10 questions will be of 1 mark and 5 questions will be of 2 marks. So 15 questions, 20 marks, no negative marking. Here 80 question, 80 marks +1 -1/3. So this is the paper pattern for written test. Okay, 2 hours, 100 marks, right? Now minimum marks required. This is not a cutoff. Okay, this is not cutoff. Sorry. Here I have written cutoff. I should have written not cutoff. So this is not cutoff. This is the minimum marks required. That means if you don't score this much marks in the written test, then you will not even be considered. Forget about the vacancies or anything. 113 vacancies are there. So forget about the number of vacancies, forget about the cutoff or anything. If you don't score this much marks, then you will not be even be considered. So this is the minimum criteria that you need to have. Just like in JEE, like you need to have 75%, no, in class 12th. In your class 12th, you need to have 75%. Then your JEE marks would matter. So similarly here as well, you need to have these many marks, then only anything else will matter. So in the technical portion, you need to score 40 out of 80, and in the aptitude portion, you need to score 10 out of 20. Basically, you need to score 50% of the marks. Technical 40 out of 80 and aptitude 10 out of 20. Are you able to understand this point? Okay. So these many marks are required. Basically 50 marks are required. 50 marks are the least possible requirement. So basically you need to score 50 marks, and after those 50 marks, 40 has to be from tech and 10 has to be from apti. So these are the minimum requirement that has been set up. Okay. Now once you clear this particular thing and once you clear the cutoff, then you will be appearing for the interview. This is not the cutoff. Cutoff will be different. For the written test, cutoff will be different. So once you have cleared it all, then you will be appearing for the interview. Okay. Now interview will be of 100 marks as well. You can see technical portion will be of 40 marks, then general awareness regarding your EC branch 20 marks, and then communication skills 20 marks, and then comprehension 10 marks, and rest all the things you can study. Like if you are from IIT and NIT, then +3 you will be getting. CGPA above 9 +4 you will be getting. CGPA above 7.5 +2 you will be getting, and then if you are rank 1 to 3 in your department, then +3 you will be getting. So this is the complete distribution of the marks. So 100 marks will be of interview and 100 marks will be for written test. So how will be your final marks, final selection marks? So that will be written test marks plus interview marks divided by 2. Let's just say some guy scored 60 marks in the written test and 70 marks in the interview. So his final marks are 65. Now based on the merit, they will decide that whether this 65 guy marks is getting selected or not, this guy is getting selected or not. It will be decided based on the cutoff, right? Are you getting this point? And then again they have set up a minimum requirement. In the written test, they set up the minimum requirement of 50% marks, right? Basically out of 100 you need to score 50, 40 here and 10 here. After that, after interview, whatever the marks you get here, these marks should be at least 60. Basically written test plus interview divided by 2. After that, whatever the marks you are getting, that should be at least 60. Let's just say some guy here scored 50 marks in the written test. Okay, and in the interview also he scored 50 marks only. So his aggregate is 50 only. So here he qualified the written test. Based on the cutoff, he was called as well. He was called for the interview, but in the interview he scored only 50 marks. So his total marks are 50. So he will not even be considered. No matter whatever the merit is there, he will not even be considered. They will not even consider him. Okay, this point will be more clear when I talk about the cutoff. Okay, when I talk about the cutoff, this point will be more clear. So these are the scenarios. So these are not cutoff actually, not cutoff. These are the minimum marks that you need to secure. Let's talk about the cutoff now. Okay, these are the important dates. These application forms are already open. This is the last date and this is the last date of fee payment. Okay. So let's talk about the cutoff. So in 2023, the question paper was of 100 marks, 80 marks in tech and 20 marks in aptitude. But what really happened, in technical, 3 questions were wrong. So they erased those 3 questions. So effectively your technical became of 77 marks and your aptitude became of 20 marks only. Now in aptitude you require minimum 10 marks and here you would require 50% of this. That means 38.5 marks. So this was the minimum requirement. This was the revised minimum requirement. Previously the minimum requirement was 40 marks. Here it was 10 marks. But because of some issue, 3 questions were wrong. So now the minimum requirement is 38.5 marks. And here 10 marks. 38.5 marks and aptitude 10 marks. So basically at least 49.5 marks he would be requiring. At least this much marks he would be requiring. Sorry, 48.5 marks. Say yes or no? In the whole paper, at least 48.5 marks should be there. Then only he will be able to satisfy this condition as well and this condition as well. And you see the cutoff, 49 marks. So nearly who is qualifying, like cutoff is near to the minimum possible requirement. Are you able to understand this point? So basically our minimum possible requirement is 50 marks, 40 in tech and 10 in aptitude. So cutoff will go nearly around that. In 2023, number of vacancies were 90 and number of guys called for the interview were 203. That means the guy who was AIR 203 in the written test, his rank was 203 in written test. This guy was having a rank of 203 in written test. That means only 203 students were able to clear this particular thing. So they thought that we should call only these 203 students only. In the brochure they have written that they will call for 1:5, but they have written there the word maximum. That means maximum, if they want to hire 1 student, then they will call 5 students. Maximum, this is the ratio, maximum ratio. Basically, if they want to take 113 student, then maximum they will call 565 students. Maximum, this is the maximum limit. But what I feel is that they will not call more than 250 people. Okay. This is what I feel. I don't think they will be calling more than 250 people. Because I don't think more than 250 people will be able to clear this cutoff. But anything may happen. They may call 300 people as well. We are not sure. Okay. But looking at the trend of previous year, 90 vacancies were there. Only 203 people were able to score more than 49 marks. That means it feels like that this year as well, the kind of paper pattern will be nearly the same only. So having 113 vacancies, I guess roughly around 250 people will be called for the interview. Although they have mentioned 1:5, but that is the maximum limit. Okay. So here the cutoff was 49 marks. So this year what you can expect? So as an aspirant, what would be there in my mind? In my mind would be that, sir, at least I need to score 60 marks. That's it. This would be my requirement. That, sir, I need to score 60 marks. In the paper, out of 100, my target would be scoring 60 marks. And I will show you the question paper as well. I will show you the paper pattern as well. You will feel like that, sir, surely I can score 60 marks there. So this would be my requirement in my mind, that if I am able to score 60 marks, my job is done. Looking at the cutoff of previous years. Okay. And minimum requirement you already know, 40, 10, all these things you already know, right? So once this process was done, this was the last guy who was called. Once this was done, then they took the interview. And after the interview, this was the final result. They have taken the marks of written test plus interview divided by 2. After that, the guy who was getting 60.38 marks. After this, the guy who was getting 60.38 marks, he was selected. Okay. And what was the least requirement? 60% marks. The least requirement was 60% marks, right? Here I told you that you need to score 60% marks. That means 120 marks. In written test plus interview combined, you need to score 120 marks. That means 120 divided by 2, 60 marks. So this was the least requirement and he scored 60.38 marks. And he was ranked 75th. He was ranked 75th. What was the number of vacancies? 90. But what they felt like? They felt like only 75 people are good enough. So they took 75 people only. Because what I feel is that 76th guy was not even able to cross 60 marks. That's why they did not even consider him. So they have set up a minimum criteria that 60 marks has to be there after written test plus interview. So the 76th guy, I guess he was not even able to clear 60 marks, or he was just near around the 60 marks. So they thought that we should not consider that particular guy, even though we have the vacancies 90. So still they consider only 75 people, and 2 other people were also there based on that PWD category. So they took 77 people only. Okay. So that's the scenario. So number of vacancies are 113. I hope it will be completely filled. So the thing is, minimum I need to score 60 marks. If you are scoring roughly around 60 marks combined written test plus interview, then there is very high chance that you will be selected. Roughly around 60 marks written test plus interview combined, there is very high chance that you will be selected. Is that clear to you? Okay. What is the syllabus? So we have the previous year papers from 2006 to 2023. Okay. So looking at all the question paper, this is what I felt, that gate syllabus of EC plus microprocessor measurement, power electronics, some electrical machines, HDL, and some questions were there from microwave as well. Okay. So all these combined questions were there. But I would say more than 90%. 90% is the minimum part I am saying, and this part is 10%. So more than 90% is coming from the gate syllabus only. More than 90%, minimum I am saying 90%. And from rest of these things, only 10% is coming. So now it's up to you. You need to decide whether it is worth it to prepare this part or not. If I had been a student, I would have completely ignored this part. Okay. So this is the syllabus I wanted to talk about. Gate syllabus of EC, you know all the subjects: network, analog, digital, control, signals. Mathematics was there, but it was very easy mathematics. But I would say yes, mathematics is there. Aptitude, communication, EDC, and EMFT. So these 10 subjects. Along with that, this microprocessor measurement, power electronics machines, HDL, and microwave, etc. These points were also there. But more than 90% of the questions were coming from these gate syllabus only. Okay. Let's talk about the paper level. So I saw the question paper of 2020. Okay. 2020. There the things were different. There this was not the scenario that these minimum marks and all these kind of things. Like, pattern was changed in 2023. The paper pattern, this pattern came into action in 2023. Previously, first they used to take a written test, and then they used to hire based on the interview only. Okay. Then they changed the paper pattern. Then they started taking the reference of written test as well and interview as well. And then there was some minimum marks as well. That 60% marks and all these kind of things came into action. But when I saw the question paper of 2020, I found that number of 2 to 3 questions were pretty good there. Like pretty good. Even gate examination doesn't ask that kind of questions. Okay. So pretty good were there, but at that time paper level was different, paper pattern was different, everything was different. From 2023 onwards, the things has got different. Okay. From 2023 onwards, you would see that paper pattern is different now. So the level of paper has also been different. So in 2020, you will find that some questions are pretty good, But I don't think those pretty good questions could be coming in 2025. No, I don't think that. I think that in 2025, those kind of good questions will not be coming. Like, just for example, I have put this question that we have solved in our EMFT playlist as well. So this question is based on antenna, a very, very good question. GATE examination would never ask these kind of good questions. Okay, they haven't asked these kind of good questions based on um, antenna array. Okay, so some good question was there based on analog as well. There was a very good question where two capacitors were there. So that was also a very good question. So in 2020 paper, this was the best ISRO paper for EC as per me, because I saw all the question paper. Okay, I saw all the question paper from 2006 to 2023. So whatever the question paper were available, I saw everything. So from there, I found out 2020 was very, very good. It was of gate level. Surely, I could say that, yeah, it was near to gate level, not completely gate level, because some questions were pretty easy, but it was near to gate level. But in 2023, I can show you the question paper of 2023. It is already there. It is posted on their website as well, and where I have posted it, that also I will tell. So I have posted all the question paper, previous year question paper, where I have posted that I will tell you. But this is on the website only they have posted. So you can see the paper, like, right? Boolean algebra, Boolean expression is given. You need to find POS form. Here H1 H1n is given, H2n is given, both are cascaded, then this is your equivalent as HZ, and you need to find the value of A, B1, B2. Very, very straightforward question. These are very, very straightforward, right? This is completely gate PYQ. Same ditto gate PYQ is there. Based on property. FFT question is there, but this is also very straightforward. This is completely based on property, right? This is also completely based on property, and this is gate PYQ as well. Same question is there in gate PYQ. Minimum phase system, location of poles, right? Here you need to find the minimum variance, direct formula is there. So all these are like very, very formula based question. Within minutes, like I'm saying minute as a very high number, within seconds you will be able to solve these kind of problems, right? All are mostly formula based only. Mostly formula based questions are there. You just need to see it and solve it. This complete question, ditto same question is there in gate PYQ. Same, ditto same. Like nothing is changed. So directly from the gate PYQ they have put the questions here. Let me show more. I have seen, like, this is also ditto same question is there in gate PYQ. Ditto same is there. Nothing is changed. No data is changed. Right? More questions are there, like this is the match condition and all these kind of things. TEM wave. I saw a lot of questions which were directly from the gate PYQ only. Like this is, I guess, the same or nearly the same, or I guess same only. Like 10 and 5, these were the data only. Otherwise, like, this problem is very straightforward. I'm not saying that how to solve the problem. I'm saying that directly from the gate PYQ questions are coming. This kind of question is also there in the PYQ only. This kind of question is also there. This is also ditto same question, ditto same question. This is actually a very good question in gate examination, but this is ditto same given in the gate PYQ. Exactly the same given. So are you able to understand that from gate PYQ directly the questions are coming, and very straightforward questions are coming. You can directly see, you can see these kind of things. This will be marginally stable. You can just see the poles. That's it, marginally stable. Error transfer function for negative feedback. Like you can see, no, right? So this paper I have already posted, where I have posted that I will tell you. So this I wanted to talk about paper level. So in looking at the 2023 paper level only, the 2025 paper level should come. So don't think about 2020 question paper. Okay, think about 2023. It would be nearly the same as 2025, right? So gate PYQs are repeated and single liner questions are also there. 40 to 50% questions are single liner only. So this is the paper level. Now where I have posted the ISRO PYQs. So you can go to our Telegram channel PrepFusion. You can just go and type PrepFusion on Telegram, or I will put the link in the description box. There you need to see the pinned comment. Okay, pinned message you need to see. Pinned message you need to see. There you will get these PDFs and these links. Okay, so here I have posted the ISRO PYQs. Okay, so ISRO PYQ I have posted here. Now possible date of examination, sir. When the examination could be held, sir? Notification has came out. What could be the possible date of examination? So let's talk about different scenarios. Let's talk about 2019. In 2019, notification came in October. Exam date was on January and interview was on May. Okay. In 2017, notification Feb, exam December. From here to here, 10 months gap. From here to here, 2 months gap. Forget about this difference. Okay, don't care about this difference because first target is to clear the written test. And then here to here, 2 months difference. What about this one, 2018? From here to here, 2 months difference. Here to here, you can see 10, 4, 6 months difference. So now you cannot predict. Today notification came. Like here notification came in October, Feb. None of the time the notification came in June. But here the notification came in June. And the exam was in January. So I guess this is the best possible scenario from where we can predict. Like there is no certainty when the examination will be held, there is no certainty. But if I want to predict that when the examination could be held, I guess it could be held in December or January. Or worst case you take November. But who knows, they may take after 2 months gap as well. This would be the worst case. Today the notification came in June, the notification came, last date is 16th of June, so July, August. So in September they can take the examination as well. Worst case they can take in September as well. But looking at this trend, this was a delayed date actually. They were supposed to take in December, so they may take in December. What we can expect is that the best case would be that in December 2025 they will be taking the examination. December 2025. But worst case could be that they can take in September 2025 as well. Okay, in one of the dates, in one of the time they would take the examination. This is what I feel. But there is no certainty, there is no certainty, there is no certain date. Okay, and who knows when they will take the interview. So roughly they are giving the time of 6 months. Here also 6 months, 6 months, here 2 months, that was a lesser time. So 6 months time they give, so at least for interview you will get the 6 months time. Okay, now strategy. Look, for me, if you need to take one job which will be having the most respect from my side, that would be ISRO. If you are a scientist in ISRO, then this is the job as an engineer I would respect the most. Neither ESE, nothing. ISRO scientist, he will get my most respect. But still I am saying, preparing only for ISRO is not worth it. Look, nowhere I am disrespecting the organization. ISRO, I am no one to talk about ISRO. And again I am saying, ISRO scientist is the guy who will get the most respect from my side as an engineer. But still, preparing only for ISRO examination is not worth it because of this particular thing. That when the notification will come, when the examination will be held, how much time would be there. Like this process will go on at least for a year. Like you are not going to join ISRO before May 2026 for sure. This process takes a time. This process takes time. But till this time, you will be having a seat in IIT or NIT if you are preparing for GATE examination. And if you prepare for GATE examination, you have seen the pattern, no? You will be able to clear this ISRO examination as well. So focus on your GATE preparation. From your GATE preparation only, you will be able to clear the ISRO examination. There is no doubt about that. This is the bottom line. So for preparation strategy, I would just say focus on your GATE preparation of EC. That's it. Nothing else. And you don't need to cover these parts because they will be asked for lesser marks only. So you don't need to cover these parts. So only bottom line is, if you are preparing for ISRO, don't specifically prepare for ISRO. You prepare for GATE examination. You have the window for your GATE 2026 as well. Along with that, you will be good enough, confident about ISRO examination as well. Is that clear to you? Okay. So preparation strategy from my side, prepare for GATE examination. Keep on preparing, keep on completing your subject the way you want to clear it, the way you want to complete it. That's it. Okay. And do complete communication and EMFT. Communication, EMFT and analog. These three are for ISRO, if I say, most important subjects. So I would say communication, EMFT and analog. From here, a lot of questions are coming. Along with that, digital as well. From digital as well, a lot of questions are there. And same goes for your GATE EC as well. In your GATE EC as well, they are the most important subject. In GATE EC as well and in ISRO as well. So if you are just preparing for your GATE examination, have the confidence, have the temperament for preparing for GATE examination only. Don't think of anything else. ISRO preparation will be done on your own. That's it. This is the complete information I wanted to give. I hope you would have understood every single thing about ISRO examination, ISRO recruitment. Okay then, thank you very much. Happy learning.